Hello my puzzle loving friends, welcome back to our final live for this puzzle. We are almost there. We are going to complete this today. When we started, I know it was very slow. It was, believe me, very rocky. It was my first time, so we're finally here at the end. Super excited. I want to thank you all that are joining me this evening, this Sunday evening. Thank you for taking the time to spend with me today. So if you see I'm kind of just starting to go at it, want to make sure that we are able to get this completed today. That was my goal, and I'm going to make sure we get it done today. So let's go ahead and as you see, I've already finished all our outside, and like I mentioned on our video last week, I'm working from our outside in. So if you notice, all I really have left is the middle. So that, to me, that is the easiest way to work these, is to have this in the middle. You know, go from the outside in and work that way. So let's kind of see what I need next. I'm missing Fred's eyes. So let's see how we're going to do Fred's eyes. Oh, I just go there. There we go. And no. Let's see. This will be more here to the side. Okay. So for today's trivia, I did some research. Lots of the trivia regarding the Scooby Gang, we've already covered a lot of it already. So there's not much trivia left that we haven't already talked about. If you find any other trivia that I may have missed, please let me know. Please put it in the comments or email me about it, and we can kind of go ahead and go from there. I can go ahead and go from there. So again, just working here. So what I did research, back to what I was talking about, is actual ghost hunting. That's what our Scooby Gang does. They're ghost hunters. They work with ghost hunting. So I was like, that is pretty interesting to kind of get more insight in, get more information on. I used to watch a lot of that ghost hunter, those ghost hunter shows, until some of them became just too ridiculous. Like, not all of them, but some of them did. And I was like, I can't watch this. Like, this is just too much. It's too much for me. But I did do some research regarding some information on ghost hunting. So how do you even know if there's a ghost around? What equipment, if you wanted to be a ghost hunter today, what equipment would you need? Well, that's one thing I was wondering. Like, if I wanted to be a ghost hunter, what would I need? Like, what are some of those, what's some of the equipment I would need? What's some of the gadgets I would want to use? And I actually got a list. I looked at a few sites, and I came up with a list of, okay, what gadgets would we need? So ghost hunters often use electronic equipment to investigate haunted places or anywhere they think there's ghost activity. Some of these pieces of equipment, or the standard tools, are night vision photography, or night vision goggles, night vision in general, to kind of go ahead and see if they can see anything that we can't see, because lots of ghosts come out at night. I read that also a lot of them like the nighttime, so we get more activity during the night. Another piece of equipment that they use is the EMF meter. An EMF meter can kind of go ahead and tell you, is there a ghost around or not? I didn't get too much into the EMF reader. I really wish I would have. It seems very interesting. Like how is it used? Why would you use it? So that's one thing I would personally on my own get some more clarification on, those EMF meters or EMF readers. The next piece of equipment they use is thermal imaging. And of course they're looking with thermal imaging to see any cold spots. That's one constant I got when I was doing this research, is the cold spots. If there's a cold spot, then you know there's a ghost. That was one of the main things that I read. Like, if there's a cold spot, there's probably a ghost around. So that one was like, okay, that makes sense. Ghosts aren't alive, so there may be some cold spots. I get that. The next, or the last piece of equipment that I came across, of course, there's probably hundreds of other pieces of equipment that are used. These are just the few that I came across. If you know any other type of equipment that is used in ghost hunting, please comment below. Let me know. Hi Alexis, hi Jamie, I love you both. I love you both so much. Thank you for watching, spending your Sunday with me. Oh, got a little off track there. So yeah, if you know any other types of equipment that they use or anything like that, please go ahead and comment below. Let me know. Maybe I'll do a channel of ghost hunting, or maybe not, because I'm a big chicken. I say, like, I would love to do ghost hunting. I think it sounds super exciting and an adventure, but I'm the biggest chicken. I say that, oh yeah, like, let's do this, and then I'm like, nope. The first time I hear something out of the ordinary, I'll be like, no, never mind. This is not for me. I do not want to do this anymore. A big chicken. But yeah, so those are the main pieces of equipment. Oh wait, sorry, I didn't get to the last one. I apologize. I got on a tangent there. The last piece of equipment that ghost hunters use is audio recording equipment. And the reason they use this is to try to get those recordings that we can't hear with the human ear. It's either on a different frequency, or they just can't hear it, like we just can't hear it. So they do use that as part of their ghost hunting. Here where I live, we do have a community of people who do ghost hunting, and they go to haunted places, and I've been tempted to go to some of those, but now again my fear of the unknown kind of went over, and I'm like, no, it's not gonna happen. I want it to happen. Like, I really, really want to face that fear and go into that unknown. For some people, they think, oh, it's nothing, it's all fake. And I'm like, nope, I think it's real, but to each their own. So, going into the same topic. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Hodge, right, Jamie, thank you. Ghost hunters also do use a spirit box or Ouija board. There are a lot. That's why I only got like the main ones, because there are so many people use. It's hard to kind of just put them all on a list. But the Ouija board and spirit box are some of those that I did see on those lists for most commonly used to contact the ghosts. But how do we spot a ghost? This one also, so many tales and so many things that people say, no, it's this way, no, it's this way, this is how you do it, or this is how you can tell, and other people are like, this person's wrong. So if my list isn't something that you agree with, I apologize. Please comment below and let me know what you think is the best way to go ahead and contact a ghost. I am all open for that. So the ways that, or spot a ghost, sorry, not contact a ghost, spot a ghost. So some of the things that I did come across are temperature suddenly gets chilly, or the temperature drops. There is a drop in temperature, and that's one way to go ahead and tell that there's a ghost around. Another one was hearing unexplained sounds or creaking. That one I was more like, what if you live in an old house? You're gonna have creaking. You know, like the boards are expanding with the heat and, you know, contracting with the cold. So of course you're gonna have creaking. So that one I was like, okay, I guess, maybe. Another one was doors or cabinets, stuff like that, opening and closing on their own. That was another one. And for that one, I was like, okay, if I did hear that, that would freak me out. So I totally get it. I totally understand that one. And then my next one is you hear whispers when nobody is around. So I was like, okay, that to me would be a huge sign that there's a ghost, because that would freak me out if I heard something that was not there. I'd be like, okay, hello, who's there? The next thing is pets act strangely. I have heard that pets, I know mostly dogs, can sense when there's a ghost around or if there's evil in a home. They act either very vicious, or they don't want to go to a certain part of the home, or they don't even want to go in the home because they can sense that. That's one I would agree with. Dogs do have that second sense. So if one of my dogs started acting like that, I would be like, okay, there's something going on in this house. Why are they acting that way? Like, why are they being that way? So that one I agree with completely, 100%, yes. The last one, and of course this isn't everything, there's just a few that I found while I was researching. The last one is unexplained smells, especially smells of rotten meat, or like sulfuric acid or sulfuric kind of smells. Those are two big smells that I read are associated with ghosts or demons or stuff like that. So those are the lists of things of how to spot a ghost. Are they all true? I don't know. They could be true or they could not be true. I'm not sure. But in honor of our ghost hunters, our Scooby gang, I want to just kind of give an insight of ghost hunting. I am terrified of ghosts, but quick ghost story before we put in our last piece. We did it, you guys. We are at the end. We are going to put in our last piece. Our puzzle eater, my dog, did not get any of these pieces. We have a full, complete puzzle. My grandparents' house is haunted. And of course, people will be like, well, how do you know? Well, lots of these, not a lot, but a few of these things have happened that are on this list. Sometimes we'll fall asleep. Well, this is when I was younger. We'd fall asleep with the lights on. Everyone's asleep, and then the lights turn off on their own. No one's around, and the lights just turn off. Right, okay. Or we'll be on one side of my mama's house, and on the other side you'll hear like a door or something drop, but there's nobody on that side of the house. It's just one of those things that you're like, okay, is this really a ghost, or am I just imagining it? And then after it happened so many times, you're like, okay, like this has to be something else, something supernatural, something else that's like that. And I guess growing up with that ghost made me a little frightened of what else is out there. So, big chicken right here. Let's go ahead and put in our last piece. And we have completed our Scooby puzzle. I am super excited for this puzzle. I'm super excited for all of you that watched this with me, or went through this process with me, not watched it with me, watched me go through this process. I was a little nervous starting this. I am not a great public speaker. So having you all join me every week to complete this puzzle has been such an experience, and I'm super excited for our next puzzle. Please keep watching, please keep joining me. I really enjoy doing these puzzles and having our trivia. If you have any suggestions, please comment below or email me at crazyforpuzzles@gmail.com with suggestions. I am always open to anything you all want to suggest. But look at our puzzle, and look at it is complete. Our Scooby puzzle. If you'd like to go ahead and purchase this puzzle or do this puzzle on your own, it's actually made by USopoly, the OP, and this puzzle is called Those Meddling Kids. Again, it is a 1,000-piece puzzle, so there are a lot of pieces to this. So if you have a puzzle eater, like I have a puzzle eater, be careful with your pieces. My dog loves to snack and chew on our puzzles. So want to go ahead and make sure that you keep puzzles on the table and don't drop any, because they will be eaten. I want to go ahead and say hi also to all the other people who just joined me. Thank you so much, Angel. And of course we have Jamie and Alexis on as well. Thank you all so much, saying it looks awesome. It took a lot of work. It was a little frustrating, and thank you all for being with me during this frustration, especially the border all yellow was the hardest part of this puzzle. But I'm excited we're done. And let me go ahead and kind of give you a preview of what to expect from me. I am gonna go ahead and review this Stow and Go puzzle mat. So I did review earlier in my channel, please go back and watch it, our Ravensburger Sort and Go stackable trays. I love these. I used them with this puzzle. Very convenient to keep everything kind of in its place. I think these did help me with not losing my puzzle pieces because I had a place to put them. So now, going with the same brand, if their stacking trays were so good, why not try their roll-up mats? So I'm going to go ahead and review this later on this week, so please keep a lookout for that. There are lots of other companies who make the same type of products. I'm just doing these because they were easy for me to get. I would like to go ahead and do a review on maybe a different kind of company with the same product, kind of do a review on both of them, what's the difference. So keep a lookout for that also in the future. But yes, look for this video soon. Our Stow and Go puzzle mat. Super excited for that. And last, working with that puzzle mat, I do have another puzzle that we're going to do, and this one's not really going to be one that I'm going to do too much a review or a step-by-step or a live on. This one's mostly going to be done with that mat. I don't know, you all let me know what you want to do. So it's our aquatic puzzle. This one is from Seaco. It's in the shape of a fish, and the puzzle pieces are, well, not all of them, but some of them are like fish, dolphins, shells, sharks, hearts. So this one's a little tricky. So let me all know if you would like me to go ahead and do this one like as a live and kind of do step by step with me, or I'm just gonna go ahead and do it with that puzzle mat. So we can go ahead and see how the puzzle pieces work. Do they get knocked out? Do they get thrown out? But this is another one I want to do with you all, including the Titanic one I mentioned earlier. So thank you all again for joining me tonight. We're going to end our live here. We have completed our puzzle. Please let me know in the comments any other suggestions you may have for the channel, any other puzzles you all may want to do. You'll have a great evening. Again, we did it. I'm so excited for us, my puzzle loving friends. It is complete. Join me for my next puzzle, and you all have a great night. Thank you.